So when you had taken a look at the agenda, the first part is to talk about cake mastery and the coupon codes that were also promised, or we've been talking about. Students will be, or the participants in this case, because we call it like an event, you will be getting the discount coupons which you could use on the Fonbites School of Sugar Art, which is the website, and the online paid tutorials are there. You can avail the 1,000 rupee discount coupon. So all that will be part of the first section of the event, which is nothing but cake mastery. So I have been posting up reels and stories and how the students on the first batch of cake mastery are doing here. So if you guys know me for the past years, and if you've grown with me, then you know for how many years I've been teaching baking and cake decorating. But if you guys are new, then Fonbites, the inception, the year is 2012, right? So from then on, we are like almost 11 years now, and out of which all 10 years I've been teaching. And initially I've been doing 3 days or 4 days kind of short courses of cake decorating. And then eventually I moved on to teaching baking as well, because just with artistically beautiful cakes doesn't make a baker a sustainable one for a long run. So the inside of the cake also has to taste as beautifully. So my interest moved on to teaching. Basically, I have been baking and decorating together starting from 2012. So that way, both I have grown both of them equally. But then when I was more inclined to teaching cake decorating for about 3-4 years, after which I felt the learners, the students from me who have been doing the cakes looking good, didn't have that inclination towards making the cake as tasteful as it should be. So then I moved on to teaching the layers and flavors and stuffs like that as well, right in the year 2015, 2016. And right from 2016 onwards, I have been doing extensive cake baking and layering and flavors in the online mode as well in the offline mode. And that went on for like so many years. And I have different versions of the cake baking course, which are like 15 different flavorful cakes. There's version 1 and there's version 2 in the online mode as well. And obviously for the decorating as well, there are 2. So over the years, I have been intensely or extensively teaching the layers and cake decorating. Now, when I moved on to the newer studio space, now maybe you will not be able to see the vast space around in here, which is like behind the camera. Once I moved on here, where I have like a bigger space, my really very long time dream is to have like a diploma course where I will be able to handhold and guide students physically, face to face, in person, teaching them how to do the cakes, do the flavors. Because what I have been following over so many years, which is to not use artificial essences, to not use any artificial, the crushes or any other form of flavors that are available in the market easily. I've never done that, and that I have like a kind of satisfaction of how I can use the natural or existing ingredients to flavor. And I have never been deprived of not being able to do certain flavor just because I'm not using the essences. When I've been able to make myself sustainable over so many years, and that works really well, which means I do not have any artificial or, or aftertaste, or the taste sucks in a cake, or any easily available cakes from the bakeries. And obviously, even like a basic butterscotch cake that I do, and a butterscotch cake that you get from any other bakery, there'll be like, 10 times of difference in the taste, the flavor, and the texture. And that is so very evident when I keep sending out cakes for orders from Fonbites Patisserie here. And people come back asking for like, I haven't tasted a butterscotch cake like this ever. And then they like want 2 cakes for one specific event, and then they keep coming back. And that is the legacy of my teaching experience, which I am now putting into my patisserie. So patisserie is also there because I want my cake mastery students to engage in a physical internship of running a wholesome kitchen, and for which I have a full-fledged pastry kitchen as well here in the Fonbite studio. So now in cake mastery, It is a 14-week diploma course, and we have about 16 to 18 different cake decorating techniques. So how the course works is students come in and we are starting from the basic piping practices, which is also part of my FOD, the long-term cake decorating course. And then every cake, the students will be baking the sponge, and then they will be doing the filling. It could be a simple buttercream, or then make a strawberry compote, which is like getting the fresh strawberries, chopping them and cooking them and making the compote on their own, which will be completely hands-on. And each cake will be baked, all the elements made. And then they move on to the next section, which is layering the cake. And once the cake is layered, they move on to the third part, which is doing the sharp edges using the specific medium that is allocated for that particular lesson, which is buttercream, fresh cream, ganache. And then we also have few other mediums that they can use, which is like white ganache, obviously dark, and then a mix of this and that. And what is the palette that the Indians would like if they're going to order and then take, like if it is dark, and then people have, certain inhibitions about using completely dark, or are you going to use Calabo? Is compound okay? No. What exactly I want my students to learn and then deliver as part of their orders once they have finished the cake mastery course is exactly what they will be doing here. And everything is completely hands-on. You come in the morning, you keep working till the end of the day. And after the cake has been worked with sharp edges using a specific medium, then we move on to an additional decorating technique for that particular cake. And we finish, it could be like an intricate piping, or like a sugar flower, or it could be a fondant figurine, or it could be wafer paper decoration, or it is in any form for that particular theme. And the beautiful thing about cake mastery is students have the creative freedom in that way. Though there is a specific technique, like it's like a wafer paper decoration, that's a specific one for that specific cake. Now I'm allowing the students to be creative and then let me know what they exactly want to do with wafer paper. Now, are we going to do puff? Are we going to do ruffles? Are we going to do flowers? Or are we just going to pleat them, or different ways where you can use wafer paper? Now, if there are like 6 students in a batch, all the 6 students, each of them will be doing different ways of using that particular medium. And there is the average learning of all of them put together in that particular batch. Like each of you will be learning from the different other student who are working on different other techniques. And that's exactly what is happening right now in the batch that is ongoing. And we are also going to share the brochure of Cake Mastery into the WhatsApp group for you to take a look at what Cake Mastery is and what is the extent of the content that is being packed inside that. Now I'm talking about cakes, layering and elements, and then I'm talking about the decoration part, the basic sharp edges, and then more additional decorating techniques are going to come in together to put that one particular cake as a finished one. And that is when you finish one lesson in Cake Mastery. Then we move on to the next one. You have another whole different sponge, whole different. So there is nothing repetitive in this entire course. Now, all the 14 weeks, you'll be baking different sponges. So you have so many different textures of the sponges that you can use. More so, I have seen people who have come in for my basic baking sessions. They have no idea about how different the sponge could be for a whipped cream cake or a ganache cake or a buttercream cake. To me, the sponges of all the 3 mediums are completely different. And there is a reason why they have to be different, and where you can use sugar syrup, where you can use moderate sugar syrup, and where you have to be extensive in using the sugar syrup. So these are the important knowledge that needs to be shared for you to be able to actually bake the cakes right and give it to your clients so they keep coming back to you regularly. Now, there are so many bakers who are coming up, which is a very healthy thing for our industry because we have a lot of people, so it is never going to die. But will there be a saturation? But I don't think so, because even the school kids want to become young entrepreneurs and they want to bake. But we as grown-ups, I'm assuming most of you in this batch, like grown-ups, so we have to be able to be sustainable, right? So for which we have to be able to give really unique, and it is not a 1-year goal that we have to set for ourselves. Now, if you have one client coming to you this year, and it should not end for that client to not come back to you or go seek somebody else for their next birthday. They have to come back to you. And that is when it will be a 5-year goal or a 10-year goal. And you can just be leveled, and for which certain important information and knowledge and skill has to be there if you are very serious about keeping yourself in the market for a longer period of time. for which I have put my entire 10 years to about 11 years of my experience in putting tasteful cakes, and they also have to look artistically beautiful. And that is all cake mastery is about. Now, I have people coming to me like in a diploma course or a long-term course. Now, are you not going to include desserts? No, because there are a lot of diploma courses out there in pastry schools where only desserts are part of the course and cakes are a minor portion of the particular course. And the 4 months or up to 6 months, there is extensive pastries. Now, my idea is to upbring home bakers and not pastry chefs who are equipped to be there in pastry outlets or five-star hotels on the dessert counters to be able to pull up a lot of desserts in a commercial place. And that is not my goal. My goal is to upbring home bakers. So which means you will be in your home to be able to build your own business, and that way cake is king to me. So I am putting in cake like the 70% of this course. Now, am I leaving away the pastries and desserts? No. So desserts are also there as a 10-day intensive part of this cake mastery, where I am covering up all the major topics, which is the artisanal breads, the viennoiseries, the cookies, the travel cakes, entremets, macaroons, chocolates, bonbons, plated desserts, and everything is covered as part of cake mastery as well. And that is again going to be hands-on. Obviously, there is egg and eggless option for the students to choose. And when you join in, one cake you can try an egg and another cake you can try an eggless, because my main motto is it is not about the student who is learning whether they are an egg baker or an eggless baker, but it is a client who could come and order to me, because I also have clients who come to me to order an eggless cake. But I can't be telling, no, eggs are okay for me, I'm going to give it to you with eggs. Now, I should be equipped to bake both egg and eggless, and that way cake mastery is allowing the students to choose if you want to do with eggs or without eggs. Now, so we have the desserts, we have the cakes, fillings, layering, and the frosting, all the decorating put together. The last and the most important element of cake mastery is adding the business lessons as part of the hands-on training during the course itself, which is nothing but you will be equipped and you will be made to do the cake pricing or the dessert pricing of the cakes that you're doing in the course. And we will be teaching you, and you will be actually working on the pricing and then letting me know or work it out in your observation or your record notebook. And then tell me what is the price of that particular cake you have made, inclusive of the decorating elements that you have worked. And our workbook for cake pricing is extremely user-friendly, and it is so very easy for you to just go input, and then it is going to give you the value of the price of the cake or the desserts that you will be able to sell. And then there is social media, and we are letting the students work in here and be very active in social media during the course time itself, and it is made mandatory. Photography, we have the photography spot, and I am letting the students set up the photography spot in their home or their place. So once you learn here and then go back to your home, and you are still equipped to take proper photos of your cakes, because photos are very important. We are teaching photography here hands-on and letting the students take their own photos here, which they'll be posting on their social media. Again, videos, which they will be able to create. We're teaching them how to edit and create the reels and stories and post it right here. I'm making it forceful and mandatory, so it just becomes a habit. As they work, you should be able to just shoot them and then edit them and then post. Now, setting up your social media is like one integral part, and making a habit for you to be able to be active in Instagram and other social media places is also made mandatory here. And I am also giving them the time where I will let the students brand themselves. So coming up with your logos, designing your visiting cards, and getting your stickers done, which is all part of branding. And then I will be allowing you to create your menu card. I will approve of it, and then we will print those stuffs for you and give it to you during the course period as well. Obviously, toolkit is part of this entire course. Now, this particular cake mastery course is a unique formulation of everything that can come together for an aspiring beginner or budding baker to improve your skills and be extremely strong in the business. And once you finish the course, you can set out to doing a business right away. And that is the goal that I have for the students who would join Cake Mastery. So this is to let quite a few of you know who are part of this particular meet and greet, to expand the visibility of Cake Mastery. That is one thing. That was the agenda part of the meet and greet. Okay. So now that I have explained you quite a few portions of Cake Mastery, what I'm going to do now is to play short burst videos that is going to show you what the students who have been part of the first batch, which is ongoing, what they have done in the class, and that will give you a gist of how I have worked with the students to making them do their cakes, bake, layer, frost, and decorate. Okay, so I will just stop after each video and tell you what that video is about, and then we keep playing without too much delay. Can we have the first video, which is about baking, how students were actually baking in the class for Cake Mastery, hands-on. Now, I will be demoing any specific technique, and once they learn from me, they will be going and making their own, and they have the cakes ready, fillings, and then they are going to layer. And every cake has been decorated, but this particular video will show you how they baked during the part of Cake Mastery. Okay, so that was all about baking, and once the layers are done, students basically move on to decorating. Now, I have a video which gives you the list of the different decorating techniques, but here the list gives you certain specific names of the decoration. But during the course, which I've been following for all these years in the class that I have done physically or even online, letting the students tell me what they actually want to do and putting them into that specific technique and then guiding them do. So it doesn't restrict the students to the list that is just going to be displayed. But if it is a buttercream cake with sugar flowers, then what sugar flowers, my basic list will be there. But then they can come up with telling me, like, if they want to try a dahlia or if they want to try a sunflower, they will still be allowed. And if they want to try geode, which I have not put in the list, that can still be done, which they have already done in the class. And if they want to do, like, I want them to try out a figurine and they want to come up telling me that they want to try with Rice Krispie treats, and then they want to make like a bigger figure, like the Joker's face with Ritu had done. So it's like, I want to make her do like smaller figurines, and she was like, I'm quite okay with smaller figurines, but that is already there as part of your skill. Now, when they come and tell me, like, I want to make a bigger one, then that is allowed as well. So there are no restrictions in the amount of decorating techniques that you could learn, as long as we have the time here for that specific cake. And then you already know that you are on that level, and then you want to grow from there, and then let me know this is what you want to do. Then I will be able to guide you to be able to make you step up from where you are. Now, if you are a complete beginner and then you want to try like some basic figurines, and that is what I want to learn, which Ashwita had done. Now, she had been trying like, cute figurines that she can put on a cake. So it is up to the level of whoever is going to join into that particular course, and they will be leveled up. And a complete beginner will not be overwhelmed with the face sculpting like what Ritu did, or like when Ritu already knows figurines and I'm not going to put her down by making her doing just the figurines. So this way of checking in the caliber of each student and then allowing them to upgrade from wherever they are in each specific technique is my USP, and that I have been following in this particular batch, and I'm 100% sure that the future batch students will also be able to do that now. Let's have the video played for the list of the decorating techniques that we have as part of cake mastery. So that was the list of decorating techniques, and then you can see the various designs or techniques that have been put on each of the cake for that particular lesson. All the 3 students have done different works in their own cakes. That is what I was talking about now. How did the students actually do it hands-on during the cake mastery course? We have that is a bit longer video, not too much, like maybe 2.5 minutes or so. But it's quite interesting for you to actually watch how the students enjoyed here at Cake Mastery as they were decorating each of the cakes that they had layered during Cake Mastery. Can we have that video, please? Okay, so that was quite interesting for me to even watch it how many ever times, like every time I see that, it is quite interesting on how we have put all the cakes together. We have finished quite a few lessons after the video that was played got edited, like maybe like a couple of weeks back. We have few more quite interesting techniques that we have worked, which I will be putting up maybe in the reels for you guys to take a look. And now the decorating part is over. I'm going to play a video which will show you the list of desserts that will be covered as part of Cake Mastery. But we haven't moved out to that module yet. We are still working on the cake. We want to finish up the wedding cakes and then move on to the desserts part at Cake Mastery. But it is for you to understand that desserts are part and what kind of desserts will be included as part of Cake Mastery. Okay, so the array of desserts that students will be learning as part of Cake Mastery, and that was quite interesting, isn't it? Okay, so that I have put a crunched version of what could be part of an elaborate pastry course that is being taught in pastry school. So obviously that is specifically for pastries. And it doesn't mean cake artists or home bakers should not know pastries, and that is not something that I want to advocate. But I am trying to say that cake plays a very important role for entrepreneurs who are going to set up our own business from home or even have an outlet. Now, when cakes are being the important part, are we not eligible to do pastries as well? And we have to be able to do that. And that is what I am practicing here at Patisserie. And that is exactly what I will put it on my students. But is the elaborate pastries that we learn in the pastry schools is going to come in handy for entrepreneurs and home bakers in our business? Is something that had been intriguing for me. And all the complicated viennoiseries such as a croissant and stuff, how much will be able to do that without being able to invest in bigger machineries? And even if we invest, how much are we going to sell it right from our home? So those are the factors that I considered to put together a very comprehensive dessert package as part of Cake Mastery. And the list is what you watched now. And the last thing that I spoke about was the business lessons. And what are the business lessons which will be taught to the students part of Cake Mastery in a very, very comprehensive and in the hands-on oriented mode in the course. First will be the video that will show you the list of all the business lessons that will be part of Cake Mastery. Can we have that video, please? Okay. So the lessons part of business, but am I really getting the students to do it hands-on in the course itself is a bit of a tricky thing, right? So the last video about Cake Mastery, which will show you how the students have actually done the business lessons hands-on during the tenure of Cake Mastery itself. Can we have that video, please? Okay. So you can see the difference in which their pages started transforming, right? The end part where like Pia's page, the cakes that she's been making before entering into Fun Bites and then working with Cake Masteries, the techniques and how the cake started looking. There is a complete transformation on what people or students have been already doing and then getting into Cake Mastery and learning from me, and then how their cakes have just changed the way in which their social media page has started looking. And obviously you see they've been made to take the photos, videos here and then use that to upgrade their social media. So as you be working here in the Cake Mastery, your social media profile will just keep growing because that is mandatory. And you saw the cake pricing. For every cake, they'll be working on the numbers of the logic is pretty simple. How much ingredients was used for that particular cake and every other element. And then we have a basic formula, which the workbook or worksheet Excel will do it for you. And then you have the final number. And then I'll be teaching you how to calculate the extra effort that you put in for the decorating aspect of the cake and things like that. And what is the final price of the cake? Because every time, like yesterday, even I had like a query, like, do you make travel cakes and what is the price? That is the very next question. And we know to make a lot of things, but then pricing is always a problem. And we have made pricing damn easy, and we are making it a habit that you keep working on it consistently with every other cake. Then it becomes a habit, and then you can price anything for that matter. Or then you have a new recipe, and then even if you haven't tried it, you'll be able to put up the pricing and then let the clients know to give a quote, because you don't know, like somebody's going to come and ask you, will you be able to do the specific thing? And to just be able to say, okay, or yes, I could do that. You don't have to really try it, because maybe that order is materializing, or then the client is not going to come back to you at all, but you should be able to give a quote. Now you have the set of recipes, and then you'll be able to give a pricing, and then it is up to the client to come back telling, yes, the client is willing to go ahead. and then you have the time to practice and then ace at it to be able to deliver that particular order. There's nothing wrong in that. But however, how are you going to tell the pricing of something that you just never made? Now that workbook will equip you to do that. And because that is so very important, we are making you do that every week in the particular course period itself. So this is just a bit of gist that I could just put it up into your head about cake mastery. And I have shown you the work that the students have been doing here. Now, there are two important things after this. So the first part, which I have already done, which is letting you guys know the extent of cake mastery, the vast syllabus that is going to be part of cake mastery, which is, and we are practicing it here. Two important aspects that I want you guys to be involved in this particular section of today's meet and greet is, the first part is, I will be sharing one image that is in the story format and one video, which is again in the story format, and that will be uploaded to you guys on the WhatsApp group that you guys are part of. Now, the 1,000 rupee discount coupon, which was promised to be given, will be to those who would share the story picture and the story video on your Instagram. Now, we are going to give you the steps in which you could post, just in case if you guys are like pretty new on your social media and you need some guidance. We have just jotted down, broken down the steps of how you could share a story. So share the story image and share the video story as well, both one next to the other. And there is a blue box in the story image where you should be putting up the link to Cake Mastery, which is there from the FonBytes website. The link is also given to you on the WhatsApp group. You need to copy that link and put it up on the link sticker on your story, and then drag and drop and put it inside the blue box and tag FonBytes, only then we would know, and share that story. And there is another video, share that again and add the link sticker and put the Cake Mastery's link and then tag FonBytes and try and reduce the size of the link and the tagging of FonBytes and put it on the right top corner, which is also visible, so people could just click that. So you should be able to post the story image, post the video with the link to Cake Mastery and tagging FonBytes. So 2 stories with link and FonBytes tag. Once you share that, and by tracking who really shared is a bit difficult for us, maybe we will miss it out. Now, once you have shared both the stories, you will take the screenshot or whatever way your mobile does. Take a screenshot of both of them and share it back into the WhatsApp group that we all are part of, and write your official name or email ID, or with the phone number, we should be able to track it. Now, whoever has shared that particular story image and story video with a proper link sticker added and with tagging FonBytes, those are the ones we will connect by end of today and give you the 1,000 rupee discount coupon, which you can avail by purchasing any online tutorials from the FonBytes website. Obviously, there are quite a lot of tutorials which are less than 1,000. You don't have to pay anything extra. You can see what you can buy from within the 1,000 rupee discount coupon. So to get the discount coupon, you will start sharing the stories. Now, if you have doubts on how do you share a story, and if you like maybe have a private account or so, and that is why I want you to send a screenshot on the WhatsApp group. So we will still know that you have shared, irrespective of whether you are a private account or whether we have followed you or not. Okay, so the time that I want to give, like it is 11:30 now to up to 2 o'clock today, because I just want this to get done, because now you come back after a week and then you share that and then we are still tracking about it, will be difficult for us. So we'll just have it done from now to up to 2 p.m. today, like during the lunch break or something, you can still get the time to do that. If you have doubts on how to do, you can ask for the WhatsApp group, or you can just type it out on the Zoom. Then I will also be able to directly clarify on how do you put up the stories. So the first part, to put up the stories, both of them with the sticker link and the tagging, and you will be getting the 1,000 rupee discount coupon that you can avail, right? Now, if you have doubts on this, this is the first major part. I don't want you to get confused on this. And then the next one, which has been already put up on the agenda, which talks about the affiliate program. So the affiliate program is completely different from the story posting and availing the 1,000 rupee discount coupon. So there are two different things that I was talking about. The first thing is the story. Now, do you have any doubts on putting up the story, both of them with the sticker link and the tagging and getting the 1,000 rupee discount coupon? If you have any doubts on that, you could just text me, or you can also put it on the Zoom saying that this part is clear, that you have understood some part of Cake Mastery. And if you have known me, I'm sure those who have registered for today's meet and greet know me for quite some time and know the way that I teach, and you have in any form connected with me through the past years, and that is why you are here. Now, if you know how involved I am in my job, which is teaching, baking, and cake decorating, and with what I have explained to you about Cake Mastery, and Cake Mastery, I have put my entire heart and soul into deriving a course curriculum like that. And I want so many more to know about it, and not just Fun Bites alone is not enough to let quite a lot of people understand the extent of Cake Mastery. And I want you guys to play an integral part of what I want to do, to share the love of what I am doing. And you guys are definitely part of having appreciated me for the work that I do over so many years. And this will be another smaller part that you could do by sharing up the story. And to appreciate your efforts of having shared the story is a token of love from my end to give away the 1,000 rupee discount coupon for you to be able to use it. You guys have any doubts on this part? Or you can just confirm you've just been watching me talk about it and you have a clarity on what you have to do. And so then I will start talking about the affiliate program as well, because that is a completely different thing than what I have been talking to you until now. So I'll just wait for some of you to comment on saying that this part is clear, and then you have a doubt of how to do this, or you don't want to do this, or you're going to do this, or anything like that. Just comment on the Zoom, so I will know that you guys are actually watching. Or maybe on a Saturday mid-morning, you just join in on the Zoom, and then the phone is lying out there, or your device is out there, but you've just been cooking for your family or anything like that. So I know if you're going to come back and listen this, or you have been actually sitting down there and listening to what I've been talking right now. Shipra definitely will do. Thank you so much. So hoping that those guys are watching now have understood this first part. Have we shared the images, videos, and the steps of how to share the story has already been put on your WhatsApp group. So go through that, and whoever is going to do, we will be giving away the discount coupon. So one part is done, and I'm just, thank you, Vaishnavi, will do. Thank you so much. So that part of posting story and getting the 1,000 rupee discount coupon is moved, and we are moving out to the next part of the agenda, which is nothing but the affiliate program. So now I have never done an affiliate program with Fun Bites over these years, because I've been consistently doing repeatedly what I've been doing, which is like a 3-day, cream or buttercream or ganache course, and then there is a baking course, and then there is wedding cakes. And people know the courses that I have been doing, and it was very easy for people to, connect with me and then register for a course, and then, even talk to me. I mean, like for a short-term course was easier for people to connect. They actually know me. My face is towards like a 3-day, 4-day course where they can choose what they learn from me. Now, Cake Mastery has been just crunched, put together like an entire big volume of a course. Now, I have never thought about having affiliates, but having affiliate is nothing but you will be a little part of me. Now, I am talking about Cake Mastery to different people, letting quite a few more people know about Cake Mastery. Now, you guys will act like a part of me, which is nothing but being a smaller elements like soldiers, who will be talking about Cake Mastery to more people that you know, who I may not connect with directly, but to you guys, I can connect with directly, right? So can we have the flyer about the affiliate program again put up on the WhatsApp group for you guys to go through, but I will also be talking about it to you. So there are 2 ways in which you can be part of the affiliate program. First part is you guys are also bakers, and you can choose to join in the cake mastery. But this is not about making you guys convinced to join cake mastery. This is not about that. But obviously, you guys are bakers and you can also take part in cake mastery depending on the level of the home baking business you are already set yourself into, right? So if you guys who are watching this or who are part of this meet and greet are going to join in the cake mastery, you are going to get a 10,000 rupee discount that you can avail on the entire course fee, and you can join in. That is the first part. Now, if you choose not to, or you think cake mastery is not for you, but you know a lot of your friends or budding bakers who have been wanting to upgrade them, and you are waiting to guide them to the right place of where they can learn it properly and then upgrade them into proper home bakers or setting up their own business as entrepreneurs. Now, you can refer any of your baker friends or known, unknown, that you can talk to them about cake mastery and letting them know about cake mastery. And through you guys, if anyone else joins cake mastery, then who has referred that particular student to join cake mastery will be getting a 10,000 cash bonus that will be directly given to you. So there is no discount, or there is no use the coupon code of 10,000 to use and buy a tutorial from Fonbytes or nothing like that. It will be straight flat cash of 10,000 that will be given to those who refer anybody who has potentially joined and registered cake mastery through you guys. So this 10,000 cash is like a solid thing that will be given to the affiliates, and that I feel is the most important aspect of the affiliate program. Now, you guys have the brochure. You also have the affiliate program. And if you know some of the bakers who didn't join in this meet and greet, and if they choose to be an affiliate, they are also allowed to do, which you can again spread the word to your colleagues or baker friends and share the flyer with them, or you can ask them to contact me or any of my team, where we will be telling them about the affiliate program. So anybody can be an affiliate, but I choose you guys, the less than 40 people who have joined in today's meet and greet will be my first set of affiliates. Now, when you go and make your friends or neighbors or any aspiring young home baker wanting to set up the home baking business in a successful mode, and if they join, you guys are getting a 10,000 cash directly transferred to your account. And that will be the affiliate benefit and affiliate bonus. And you guys will be my soldiers and affiliates part of Cake Mastery. And this applies only to Cake Mastery. And this applies to only the next batch that is starting in the month of October 2023. And for, I think some of you had queries on what is the course fee. So the course fee for the entire package of Cake Mastery, including the toolkit, all the materials will be supplied on this entire baking, layering, and doing. You saw the baking video where they're using hazelnuts, and there is even, you know, pistachios and all high-end ingredients, because they have to be there to be able to flavor your cakes and make them tasteful and stand unique in the market. So that entire thing with all the ingredients to up to decorating and finishing the entire course. The course is packaged at 3 lakh rupees plus an 18% GST. So obviously this sounds like it is too much, but if you have known me over the years, now you know the value of whatever money that I have taken for teaching any specific thing. There has always been so much more value to the money that I get for what I want to teach. And this you guys would be knowing if you know me over so many years. Now, when this particular course is put together like that, and when the fees rolls down to 3 lakh rupees per batch per student, then you know what is the value that the students are going to get as part of being in Cake Mastery. So now out of 3 lakh, if you guys are going to join in yourself, you will get a 10,000 rebate and you will pay the remaining. And if you're going to refer somebody else, they will pay 3 lakh to me. And those who have referred will get a 10,000 cash benefit that will be directly transferred to you. So that is how this is going to work. But now, if you have to be talking to people to make them join in Cake Mastery, now are you going to pay the entire 3 lakh in one stretch? No. Now, is there a specific pattern in which we want to get the fee from each student in a same way? No. We are going to allow easy installment options that will be customizable and that is easy for each student. So we'll be talking to each student, obviously, because more money comes in picture. We will understand how and when and where the students will be able to pay the fee. And we will work out on easy installment for each student separately by talking to them. And the fee will be collected in that pattern that we agree upon. So it is not any hard and fast rule that I need the entire thing or I need the 50% of the fee or something like that. So that can in time be worked out as we progress towards discussing, letting people know to join in Cake Mastery. So the fee part is explained and the installment, easy installment option is explained. The affiliate program is explained. If you guys join, you get a 10,000 rebate. And if you refer anybody else to join in Cake Mastery, you get a 10,000 cash bonus directly transferred to your account once we have the student actually joined in. You refer somebody, they come and talk to us, and then they need more confidence to take part in Cake Mastery. So being part of Fun Bites and having confidence in me that I am going to make that money that they invest in part of Cake Mastery, that I am going to actually let them start up their business right after the Cake Mastery is done. So that is the investment that they have to put in the course into themselves, so they can just start and they don't have to go to any other course to be able to upgrade them, because they are going to start from the basic piping to up to making a structure cake with a lot of flavors that they will be learning as part of the entire thing. So this particular course curriculum is extremely unique in the entire country, or I'm not even sure if it is there anywhere else in the world, which I am not aware of, so I'm not able to commit. But I know in India, this is the only course, a unique curriculum put together, especially for home bakers who can be part of it and then kickstart their home baking business successfully and very, very confidently at the end of the course. Now, this specific information, I am letting you guys know, so you can go out and spread that and talk to more people about it and let them understand and be a part of Cake Mastery. We have staying facilities very near, walkable to the studio, and even people who could or who want to travel from different cities and states, we will be arranging or helping them choose a nearest stay area, so they could just walk in and then be very accessible to the studio. And this is in a prime location and there is no disturbance about traveling or safety or anything. We are a team of 7 people and you guys are going to enjoy being part of Cake Mastery in the upcoming batch. Okay, so posting done, Aishwarya. Thank you so much. And so 2 things, all the information is shared on WhatsApp. One thing is post the stories, both of them with sticker link to the Cake Mastery's website link, right? And tagging Fun Bites. And when you do that, take a screenshot and put it up on the WhatsApp group and you will be getting a 1,000 rupee discount coupon, which you can buy the Fun Bites tutorials from the website and then avail the coupon. First part over. The second part is the affiliate program. Now you go talk to people, send them the brochure and send them more information and talk to them about Cake Mastery and let them know how they can benefit by being part of Cake Mastery. And if you refer anybody and if any student potentially joins Cake Mastery, you will be getting a 10,000 cash bonus. And if you guys choose to join in yourself, then you can take a 10,000 discount from the entire course fee, right? Now, if you have doubts, you can put it up on the WhatsApp. Now, I will move on to the actual demos. So I'll come back with starting focaccia. I will have the screen put up. I'll set the table and I will get back to teaching you about focaccia. Now, you have doubts on Cake Mastery and the affiliate program. The WhatsApp group will be there, like say maybe about a month. So we can still discuss. And if you want to talk over DM to me or to Anita, you can do that to discuss furthermore about how this program works or what other information you need to actually go let other people know or talk to them about Cake Mastery. If you need more information or videos or any such part, you can get in touch with us and we'll be able to guide you to be my affiliate, to be the affiliate of One Bites Cake Mastery. On the first part of the affiliate program, I know you guys have just gotten too busy with posting the stories. I'm not sure if you really understood the affiliate program. I just want to brief out about the affiliate program if you guys are still watching. The flyer has been sent to you about the affiliate. The course fee is 3 lakh plus an 18% GST. Now, if you guys are joining in the Cake Mastery, you get a flat 10,000 off if you are going to join in Cake Mastery, or you guys act as an affiliate, which is spreading the word about Cake Mastery to your students or your friends or your baker colleagues or any upcoming baker who's aspiring to set up their home baking business in an entrepreneurial way. You refer somebody and they join in Cake Mastery through your referral, then you get a 10,000 cash bonus directly credited to your account. There is no coupon involved in this particular thing. There is cash that will be given to you as a referral bonus, and that is the main aspect of the affiliate program. So you guys have a good understanding of what Cake Mastery is. The brochure is shared with you. There has been videos that has been played to make you understand the extent and the vast content of Cake Mastery. And I want you guys to go spread out the word. And that is also something that you guys can do to me for having known me for so many years and having known the kind of knowledge that I really want to give out to people to whom I want to train and mentor them myself. Being in my place and getting it hands-on from me is like something that I want people to really have the word from you guys who know about me to tell people that this is something that they could just have a trustworthy opinion from you guys. And you refer somebody, and when they come in to join Cake Mastery, you guys have the direct benefit. So that is all about the affiliate program. I just wanted to remind about it. And the story posting, yes, the story of the image and the video, you have to share and tag. I think a lot of you have already done that. And the coupon code will be given to you on Monday, so you can make use of it. So 2 important things, which is the sharing of story and getting the coupon code, and then the affiliate program. So go spread the word about Cake Mastery. And if you have any doubts about the program, you could connect with me or Anita, and we will share in more information. And I'm looking forward to having quite a few of you guys get the 10,000 cash benefit by referring your friends or colleagues to be part of Cake Mastery in the upcoming batch that is going to happen in the month of October. Baking equipment to open shop all in Cake Mastery. Yes, complete setup, helping you set up the home baking business in your house will be done. We will enable you to set up your home baking in your home before you complete the courses. I mean, if you're based in Chennai, but if you are in an outstation place, obviously helping you set up with all the equipments, but tools will be given to you. But what oven and that you will get it a discount with a dealer, and everything else will be guided. So you will be completely equipped to go back after Cake Mastery to start your home baking business with the skill, with the flavors, with the perfect recipes. And there is. I also want to have the recipe file. We just have to show. Do you have it handy? So the recipes and the layering that I add as part of Cake Mastery, we had this shown onto the open house that we had maybe last month. Every week, whatever cakes they are going to bake, I give out the recipes just before the week of what they have to do, because it is extensive. Because even for the smallest 6 pieces of cheesecakes, there are like quite a lot of elements. There is base and there is a perfect combination of the flavor in every layer, and that is there. Even for a small cheesecake, obviously for a bigger cake, every small element will have the flavors packed. And there are n number of elements that will be involved in even one specific cake layer, and then the decorating aspect as well. Ashwita has taken it already. She has it with her. Ashwita, she has it with her. So this will be the the file, and these are the recipes that will be given to the students as they work. Are we doing the side and the close? So the recipe for both egg and eggless will be actually shared with the students. So we basically have the pastry cream is with the egg, and then there is eggless as well. So we give away the file, and then once the recipe for that particular week is done, there is a drawing for the layering, and then the students will be following the layering pattern for that specific cake. So the recipe sheet is given, and then the layering keeps improving. You have multiple layers as the week goes on. There is agenda they follow for a specific week of what they will be working on every single day of the week. And then we have, as the lesson advances, we have the advancement in the layering. And I think this is the brown butter cake, but this was absolutely delicious. So the elements here says brown butter cake, coffee ganache, caramel ganache, and then that is frosted with a dark ganache. So every single cake has different flavors and then different elements. We have jellies, we have the crunches, we have the sauces, and we even used a cookie layer and a brownie layer for a fondant cake, a two-tier fondant cake. I think we are still yet to put the reel for the two-tier fondant cake. So this is an absolutely power-packed course, and you guys know that better now. So I really would like you guys to go talk about Cake Mastery, Fond Bites Cake Mastery, and about how I would like to mold people if they come and be part of Fond Bites. So more people get to know about Cake Mastery, and then you could talk about it to them, and you can also get in touch with me or Anita to know more details about it and be a part of the affiliate program. And if any of your friends are interested to be an affiliate, you can ask them to get in touch with us and we will let them know more details. So it's not just about being a student of Cake Mastery. You can be a part of Fond Bites, but by being an affiliate of Fond Bites as well, by referring students to join in for Cake Mastery and getting a cash benefit of 10,000 credited to your account.